في البداية بدي أعرفكم عن نفسي. أنا الأستاذ عمر اللحام، زي ما حكيت لكم عندنا خبرة ما يقارب ال 11 سنة في النظام الأمريكي والنظام البريطاني. إن شاء الله نقدر يعني من هاي الخبرة نعطيكم شيء مفيد لكم إذا كان حد منكم عنده امتحان يوم السبت القادم عن امتحان السات ديجيتال 1. إن شاء الله يا رب نقدر نعطيكم اللي بنقدر نفيدكم فيه بإذن الله. تمام. في البداية بدنا نحكي عن important important thing that we need to talk about it، اللي هي الكالكوليتر. هسا كلكم تعرفوا انه الكالكوليتر it's a must in the exam، صح؟ Right? Can you hear me guys? All of you guys, can you hear me? Chat, yes, yes, yes. Good. طيب, you can see the calculator. This calculator is the best calculator. I hope you have this one calculator in the exam. انه كثير تساعدنا خصوصا في الاوبشنز الموجودة فيها. mainly راح نركز على very important idea اللي هي equations and inequality. هسا كلكم I think عندكم خبرة كويسة عن الكالكوليتر، لكن we need to make sure إنه you know everything about this one. First, if you have this calculator, choose this option. And the two types of ideas that we have. It's simultaneous or polynomial. The simultaneous, this is the calculator or linear system. Together, inshallah, through the exam, راح نشوف كم question talking about this idea, how we solve simultaneous equations. تمام? Now, let's go back. The other type اللي هي polynomial. Polynomial يعني equations, how we factorize it, how we find the solution, zeros, x-intercept, y-intercept, أو sorry, y-intercept, it will not give us. But الإشي المهم عندي اللي هو this one, vertex, how we gonna find the vertex. For example, mainly راح نركز بس على quadratic. Number 2, focus. I have ax squared plus bx plus c. Suppose let's take a, it's equal 1, b equal 5, and c equal 6. Now if you focus here, x1, احنا بنعرف انه together انه x1 it's represent the x-intercept, x2 represent another x-intercept. Now this is the important min or minimum. minimum here I'm talking about the vertex. The vertex, how we find it, احنا بنعرف انه في عنا rule كانت negative b over 2a, then you take the value, plug it in the original function. Now want to save time and to be accurate 100%, we use this calculator. It gives us the vertex. This is the line of symmetry, negative 5 over 2. Press another equal, y equal negative 1 over 4. Focus, we have the order pair for h and k للvertex, and the type, it's minimum or maximum, يعني open up or open down. هيك عملنا quick review على الكالكوليتر. And together, let's talk about the exam. Now, I think you know this is our exam that we gonna talk about this one today, inshallah. This one, we have it in College Board. They give us this as a practice to make sure you understand and prepare yourself for the exam. Now, let's take the first part. We have it. The rule that you have it in the exam and no need to memorize it. Anything talking about the area of circle, area of triangle, rectangle, triangle, and the common triangle, 30, 60x, 2x over, and the x square root of 3, and the volumes. Now, you know that in SAT, in the two parts, part 1, model 1, and part 2. Each part talking about 27 part, or 27 question, okay? Now, let's talk about the first question here. Before we start, Shabab, we need to focus about some keywords we have. For example, I have 10% here. The 10%, I have 10% here. Off. What's the meaning of off? It's mean multiply. So I have 10% times 470. Now let's use calculator. Now the calculator, how are we gonna use it? At 10%, I think most of you know how we do the calculator. Our percentile calculator, 10 times shift percent times, wait, I made a mistake here. Shift percent, no need to write multiply, times 470. So my answer is 47. It's that simple. I'm done. X, the answer, it's gonna be what here? The answer, it's gonna be B. Now, let's go to another question here. Before we start, you should remember that in the off, it's mean multiply. Okay? Let's take question number 2. Here, I ask you to find 4x, or we have 4x plus 6 equal 18. Which equation has the same solution as given for this equation? Now, if you focus, I need 4x, not x. No need to find the value of x, then plug it in. I need to do what only? Look, only find the value of x here. So minus 6, minus 6. So finally, I have 4x equal to what? To 12. Do we need to find the value of x? No. So my answer is going to be what? C. That's it. The kind of question that you have it are so easy. But maybe I have some question talking about fraction or decimal. How are we going to solve it, Ustaz? Now we're going to take how we solve this one. It's easy one using calculator. Now the solver, احنا نسميها. Let's take this one. 4x plus 6 alpha equal 18. Okay. Now, if you focus, I have something in red, in yellow here. It's means solve, and I have red. It's equal alpha. To use the red one, I need to press alpha first, and if I need the yellow that you have it, you should press shift first. Now, I need to solve, so I will press shift solve equal. This is the value of x. Now, this technique, it's very important. Now, in the question number 2, no need, and it's easy one. Okay. So question 2. No need to use the calculator, but later on, maybe we have some questions are complicated talking about decimals or the fraction, and to save time and to be accurate, I need to use this calculator. Good. Now, in each question like that for word problem, I need from you to focus and keep moving until you find what the keyword in this question. Now, let's read this here. The total cost in dollar to rent something here consists of $25 service fee. So I'm going to pay $25 service and 10% per hour. Focus about 10% per hour. Guys, per something, and I'm going to multiply 10 times how many hours I have. Rental fee. Now, a person rent and something here for T hours. We use H here, and let's convert it to make it T, and I take it H. It's the same, yani I'm talking about variable. And intends to spend a maximum $75. Maximum, yani I can spend 75 or less. Again, I can spend 75 or less. This is the total that I'm gonna, that I have it, and I need to spend it. Okay. Now, before we start, I no need to solve it, by the way. That's it. I'm done. I need to find the inequality that represent this word problem. $25 that I'm going to pay to only one time plus $10 per hour. How many hours I have? It's unknown, but I have budget. In budget, it should be until 75. You can spend 75 or less. So clear, my answer is going to be what? B. I hope you understand, guys. If you have any question, any problem, just raise your hand or just send any question to, I'll send it here in conversation, okay? Now, question 3, I'm done with it. Do you have any question, any problem with this, Shabab, Sabaya? Any problem? It's B.
Excuse me, teacher عمر.
Yeah.
اوكي المايك معمول ميوت عند كل الطلاب.
Mm.
اوكي
Okay, I'm sorry.
الان هلا على اساس يكون في كنترول على الحصه. الان بده
Yes.
يصير في انتراكتيف بينك وبين الطلاب.
لا no
انت
need
بتقدر
بس انه
تسالهم، يعني الفكره
نعم
انه الان بعمل لك ريز للهاند وانت
تمام
بتعمل له اني ميوت من عندك، اسك تو اني ميوت، وهو بيقدر يعمل
نعم.
اني ميوت من عنده، يصير في انتراكتيف بينك وبينه.
Thank you so much. Or they can send anything in a conversation and that's it. Guys, I'm sorry. I choose choice B. It's not choice B, it's choice D. I have something wrong here. It's 25 plus T, 10T. Thank you so much, Ya Muhammad. Now, let's go to question 4. Question 4. Here, the function is defined by this one for x squared, g of x equal x squared plus 9, for which of the value of x, g of x equal 25. Take this one and plug it in here. That's it. This is kind of question that talking about what? About function 25 equal x squared plus 9. Now, minus 9 and minus 9. So x squared equals to 16. Square root, x equals to what? To 4. So my answer is A. Okay? This is question 4. Any problem with question 4? Well, this is the question 4 thing. We solve it together. Clear? Right. Let's say question 5. Each face of fair. Now, guys, before we continue, I need from you to focus about keywords, probability. When I'm talking about probability, I have an important rule. It's gonna be what? The probability I have what here? Part over total. What's the meaning of this one? The part is possible that we are looking for it. The possible that we are looking for it. Now I have each face of fair 14 side die. I'm talking about the dice. Talking about 14 side. Labeled with a number from 1 to 14 with a different number. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 until you reach 14. Appearing on each face. If the die is rolled one time, what is the probability of rolling 2? Now I'm talking about what? When I drop the dice and I need the result, it's going to be what? 2. How many 2 I have from 1 to 14? I have only 1. Over what is the total possible that you have it here? I have the possible, it's 14. So my answer, it's going to be what? 1 over 14. So the keyword in this question, it's going to be what? The probability. Probability, it's mean part over total, and that's it. Any question? Okay, I'm done with question 5. Let's see question 6. Question 6, a printer produced a poster at constant rate, 42 per minute. Now, in 1 minute, it's going to produce 42 poster. Focus, 1 minute. Guys, in this kind of question, you should focus about the units. I'm talking about minute, second, hour. Be careful about this one. At what rate in posters per hour? Focus in per hour. How many hour? Hour, how many minutes? It's going to be 60 minutes. Why you convert hour to minute? Because already I am talking about minute here. So this is the idea that we talk about it when I'm talking about units that you should convert it. So I have 1 minute. In 1 minute, I have 42. And 60 minutes, I'm gonna take x. So let's do the cross multiply. Okay. So I have this one. So x equal to 42 times 60. My answer, it's gonna be it's gonna be what? Let's do it in calculator. Here for 60 times. 1 second, I'm sorry. 60. times 42. My answer is going to be 2,520. Any problem with this? Any question, guys? Or all question coming should be multiple choice? No, it's not all of them are multiple choice. I have some part like this question. Just give me the solution like that. Just fill in the blank that you have it. Okay? Okay. Now, let's take question 7. Another question, not multiple choice. Function f is defined by the equation f of x 7x plus 2. What is the value of f of x when x equals 4? Just plug in this one here. I think this kind of question are so easy. 7 times 4 plus 2. 7 times 4, it's 28 plus 2. It will give us what? To 30. Again, easy question. You know that. I hope you understand. If you have any question, please raise your hand. Okay. Let's talk about, I'm done with the question 7. Let's say question 8. A teacher is creating an assignment worth 70 points. Focus, the assignment containing 70 points. The assignment will consist of a question worth 1 point. Let's take the question talking about 1 point. Let's call it x and give them sample or variable. And the question worth 3 points, it's going to be y. Which equation represents this situation where x represents the number of 1 point question and y represent the number of 3 points. Now, the total question that I have it, or the total point, it should be 70. How many questions talking about 1 point? It's x. So I have 1 times x. Plus, how many questions worth 3 points? It's going to be y. So it's going to be what? 3y. The total that I have it here, it's going to be 70 point. Again, I have x question talking about 1 point, so we take 1 times x, and I have y question represent 3 marks, so multiply 3 times y. The total mark that I needed, it's gonna be what? 70. Now 1x plus 3y, it gives us to 70. My answer is D. Any question? No question. Okay, guys, this kind of question are very important. Please focus about this one and make sure you understand every word in this kind of question. Now, question 9. Talking about the right angle triangle or triangle in general, I have LMN and PQR. Focus. L, it's similar to P. M, it's congruent to Q. And N, congruent to R, are similar. Now, where L and M corresponding to B, M and L corresponding to P and Q, respectively. Angle M has a measure of 30 or 53. Now, we know that M, it's corresponding to Q. So direct, they should be what? Equal, because they are similar. So we know that M equals Q, and M, it's already, we have it, 53, so directly Q equal 53. My answer, it's gonna be LP. Do you have any question, guys? Any question, any problem? Okay. Let's go back to the top here and talk about question 10. Now I have linear system. The linear system, I have y equal minus 3x and 4x plus y equal to 15. What is the value of x? Now I will take this one. Let's use calculator for this one. If I'm talking about the linear system, guys, just rewrite it and make it in order like that. X, y equal number. I will move this one to other side. So when I move from side to side, it's going to be change the sign. Plus y equal to 0. And here I have 4x plus y equal to 15. Now I know that the questions are so easy. Now, because it's so easy, I need from you to learn how we do it in calculator, because when we have hardest question or harder question, to solve it using calculator. So let's go to the calculator, our calculator here. Okay, here, this is the calculator. Now I will go to menu, keep moving until you reach the equation. It's A, press equal. I have simultaneous. Now, focus, how many variable I have? 1, 2, so I will press 2. I have something like a linear system like that. Plug in the information. Let's start with the first one here. Focus. What do you have here? It's 3. So I will plug in 3. After remove it, equal, I have here nothing, so it's gonna be 1. Press equal, I have 0. Press another equal. Now, I have the coefficient with x, it's gonna be 4. Press another equal. I have 1 equal, and here it's 15. I know that, guys, it's so easy question. No need to do it like that, Ustaz, I know. But maybe we have some question, it's gonna be decimal or fraction. How are we gonna do it? Use this method, it's gonna be easier. But this question, it's gonna be easier if you solve it without calculator. But here we are practicing, we are talking about in general. So my answer, x equal 15 and y equal negative 45. Okay? So I hope you understand this one. My answer, oh, I made a mistake. No, x, it's not negative 45. X, yeah, it's 15. To solve with pencil, but I have a different calculator. What should I do? Okay, try to bring this calculator. Yeah, I don't know what's your name. Bring this calculator. It's gonna be easier. Okay? Or let's do it without calculator to help you. So I have 3x. Oh, no need. Plug in this one here instead of y. So I have 4x plus negative 3x. Okay? 3x equal to 15. So x, it's gonna be what? 15. That's it. In one step, you can solve it without calculator. It's gonna be easier. Just substitute this one here. Can you give me its name? It's Casio. The code, I think 99. Wait 1 second. إن شاء الله يكون مكتوب عليها الكود. No, it's not here. it's gonna be f of x. I will send it later on after the end of this session or this meeting. راح ابعت لك على conversation ان شاء الله. Okay. تمام. Here, I'm talking about scatter plot figure. Before we start, guys, let's talk about y equal mx plus b. This one, it's very important to understand every letter represent what. M, it's represent the slope, and b represent the y-intercept. Now, what's the meaning of y-intercept? It's mean the line passing through the y-axis at which point, and x, it should be equal to 0. Slope, Selma Al-Qasrawi, thank you so much, ya Selma. It's going to be 991EX. Thank you so much, ya Selma. The slope, it's what do you have it here, rise over run, or change in y over change of x. Now, according to this one, I can expect the value of y-intercept, it should be between 9 and 10. Between 9 and 10. Take a look, it's going to be positive, by the way. Now, direct, I'm going to cancel this, and I'm going to cancel what? This one here. Why, Ustaz? Because it gives us negative and negative. Now, the value of x here, is it negative? No, it's not negative. It's a positive. Now, after we understand every letter here, let's take some cases about the line. Guys, when I have line like that, it's mean positive slope. If I have like that, it's going to be negative slope. If I have it like that, no slope. And if I have it like that, m equals to 0. Now, my graph, it's approximately moving down, so I'm looking for negative slope. Now, the coefficient with x, it should be negative. Now, I have two possible, b or d. B or D. B, it's negative, and D, it's positive. Which one of these is the correct? It's B. Why? Because I have negative slope. I hope you understand this case. This document with us, please. Yes, you can find it in College Board, Jude. I'm sorry, Jude, you can find this one in College Board, or after this meeting, I'm gonna talk with the administration here to give us something. You can use the website. I can upload this one in website. Okay? طيب, I'm done with this question. You need to install book for the next exam. Okay. You didn't receive this document. Here, let's go to another question. Question 12. Before we start, when you have a graph like that, you should know this, this point, and this point, and this point. What do we call them? We call them solution, or we call them x-intercept. These 3 points, we call them what? X-intercept or solution. Okay? Now, I have the graph of y equal f of x as is shown, where the function f is defined by f of x equal ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. And a, b, c and d are constants for how many value of f of x equal to 0. Look, f of x equal to 0, and I'm talking about how many x-intercept I have. How many x-intercept you have? Look, 1, 2, 3. So my answer is going to be what? 3. Now, maybe somebody gonna ask me, Ustaz, here I have intercept. طيب, this one, what do we call it? It's not x-intercept. Focus. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Now, again, focus. This one, or this point, it's not x-intercept. What's the meaning of x-intercept? It's mean y equals 0. Here, it's represent the y-intercept. The y-intercept, it's mean x equals 0. And the question give us what here? Y equals 0. F of x, it's mean y equals 0. So direct, this one, it's not what we are talking about. Okay? Okay, now, let's continue here, talking about question 13. Vivian bought party hats and cupcakes for $71. Focus, I have party hats and cupcakes. It cost $71 each. $71. Each package of party hats cost $3. Look, let's call this one X and let's call this one Y. Now, each package of party, or for the hats, it's going to be 3X. then I don't know how much or how many hats I have, and I have the cost is gonna be 3. And each cupcake cost $1. $1. How many cupcakes I have? Y, so it's gonna be 1Y. So the totally 3x plus 1y equals what? $71. This is the cost of the cupcake and the party hats. Okay? Now, Vivian bought and 10 packages. The total of packages is going to be what? 10. So I have x plus y equals what? 10. Again, x it's represent the number of party hats and y represent the number of cupcakes. Now, I ask you, how many cupcakes did she buy? Now, I need to do what? To use the calculator to find this one using simultaneous equation. Okay? Now, let's use our calculator. Go to menu. Oh, still I'm on in this field here. I'm going to take 3. First equal. I have 1. Then equal. And 71. First another equal. I have 1, 1, and 10. So the first part, no, I think we made something wrong here. 3, 1, 71, and 10. It should be the same weight. Okay, Vivian bought a party hats. Party hats, it's 3, and cupcakes, okay. 3, 1, 1, 1, 10. Why? What's wrong? 30.5. And, okay, the cost. How many cupcakes she buy? No, it's not like that. I have something wrong here. Let's do it again. Maybe we made some mistake here. Again, I have, okay, 3 equal. Ustaz, yx, because the total I have it here. Vivian bought 10 packages of party hats. Ah, okay, I'm sorry. Okay. I made a mistake. It's not a simultaneous equation. I'm sorry. They give us already. I'm sorry. Here it's bought 10 packages of party. I made mistake. I'm sorry. 10 packages of party hats. So I will replace this one by 10. Okay. So I have party hats. Yes. So I have 3 times 10 plus y equal to 71. So I have 30 plus y equals 71 minus 30 minus 30. So y equals what? 41. My answer is 41. Again, I made a mistake, and I think I wrote it. I read it wrong. I think we have the total packages. It's not the total packages. It's only the party hats. Okay, so we plug in Lx by 10, and you can solve it any linear equation. Okay, so this is my answer. Y equal 41. Okay, let's see question 14 here. Now, what is one of the solutions to given equation? Now we have 2 ways to solve this one. I have a quadratic equation to solve it. Look, I need 2 numbers. When I multiply them, give me negative 24, and when I add them, give me what? 12. Now focus, I will take z and another z equal to 0. Now, 10, negative 24, 2 numbers, when I multiply them, give me negative 24, and when I add them, it gives us 10. Clear? I'm talking about 2 and negative 12, or negative 2 and 12. Why? Let's take 2 and negative, or negative 2 and 12. Now, negative 2 times 12, it gives us negative 24. Let's add them. When I add them, it will give us what? 10. So we can take this one as a solution because I'll give us the 2 conditions that we needed. So I will take negative 2 and plus 12. Now take each parentheses, okay, and equal it to 0. And here, z plus 12 equal to 0. So finally here, z equals 2 and z equal negative 12. What is one of the solution that to give the equation? So this is my answer. I have 2 solutions. You can put any one of them. Any question about this? Clear? Right. Here, let's talk about the bacteria is growing in a liquid in liquid growth medium, there were 300,000 cells per milliliter during an initial observation. The number of cells per milliliter doubles every 3 hours. Focus, it's gonna be doubled every 3 hours. Double every 3 hours. How many cells per milliliter will there be in 15 hours? Now, double every 3, so I will divide 15 over 3. My answer, it's gonna be what? 5. So it's gonna be doubled how many times? 5 times. Let's double this one 3 times or 5 times. 300,000 multiply it by 2, it gives us 600,000. This is the first time. Now multiply it again, it's gonna be 1,200,000 and keep going until you reach, I think the answer is gonna be D. Let's use calculator. Okay, let's use the calculator here. We stop at 100, 1,200,000. Okay, 1, 2, 3 times it by 2. Okay, it's this one. This is the third one. Multiply it again by 2. It's this one and multiply it by 2 again. So finally, my answer is this number, 9,600,000. Now, again, you should remember that we divide by 3. Why? To see how many 3 we have in 15 hours. And why you multiply by 2? Because already give us the keyword, it's double. Double, it's mean multiply by 2 each time. Good? Any question with this? Do we have any question, guys? Okay. Let's see another idea here. The factoring. The factoring or simplifying, it's very important. I need to take the common between this term and this term. Okay? So I have 6x to the power of 8, y to the power of 2, plus 12y, or x squared, y squared. Focus. 12, that can be written as a 2 times 6. Now, what is the common in numbers using the number? Here, I'm going to take 6 as a common outside. This canceled with this. And you have left only 2. So we finish the number. Let's talk about the variable. X to the power of 8 and x to the power of 2. Let's take the smallest power, x squared. Take it outside. And y squared and y squared, I'm going to take all of them, or both, or all of it outside. So what do you left inside? We cancel this, and here, x to the power of 8. Already we took x squared. So you left inside x to the power of 6. Now, plus, and already we took 6 outside. You have left what here? 2, x squared, y squared, all of it outside. So my answer is going to be this one. It's C. I hope you understand. Do you understand this one, guys? Do you have any question? If you have any question, please send it at على الchat لو سمحتم. Okay. We finish question 16. I think we have a question. This part has a mixed question as a multiple choice and solving. Yes. All the part, yani this part and the second part and a mixed question. Can you repeat it? Okay, let's repeat it. I'm gonna rewrite it with different way. So is different from all that? Yes. لا, it's the same بس يعني it's the same. مش هالبيج deal بس in the old SAT كان الcalculator it's not allowed in the first part or one of the part, and the other part it's gonna allow, it's allowed. Now here الcalculator allowed in both sides or in both part. طيب I don't know what's your name, Michelle I think, or Michael. 6 or 6x to the power of 8, y to the power of 2, 12, x squared, y squared. Now I need to simplify it. Again, I'm gonna write it in different way. 6x to the power of 8, it's gonna be written like that. X squared, y squared, plus 2 times 6, x squared, y squared. Is it okay like that when we change it? I'm gonna rewrite x to the power of 8. I can write it x to the power of 6, x to the power of 2. Why? Because I have x to the power of 2. Now, what is the common? Focus, I have 6 here and I have 6 here. Take it outside. So cancel it here and here. X to the power of 2 with x to the power of 2, I'm gonna take it outside here. Y squared and y squared, I'm gonna take it outside like that. Open bracket. What do you left in the first term? Look, we cancel everything except this one. So I have x to the power of 6 plus 2, and that's it. So my answer, it's gonna be C. Clear like that, Aim? Any question? Okay. I'm done with this question. Let's see another question here. Question 13, 17, sorry. A neighborhood consists of 2-hectare park and 35-hectare residential area. Focus, 2-hectare park and 35-hectare residential area. The total number of the tree, it's gonna be this number. The equation, it's represent 2x plus 35y equal this one. Focus, x represent, I'm talking about the park, and y represent the neighborhood. Okay, how you know that? From the number 2, it's gonna be 2x, and this 35 here. Sorry, not neighborhood. I'm sorry. Wait. Here, residential. I'm sorry, 35-hectare residential area. Now, the total number of tree is gonna be this number. Now, in this situation, which of the following is the best interpretation of x? X represent what? Now, let's take a look for the choices. Anything talking about park, I'm gonna talk about this one. Here, I'm talking about park, so I have something here. It's not talking about the residential area, so we cancel this one. And the total number of tree in park, this one, maybe it's the answer. The total number of tree, أكيد لا, it's not. Now, the average number of tree per hectare or the total number? I'm talking about only what x. طب if I'm talking about 2x, this is the total. Again, 2x, it's the total tree that we have it in the park. Okay. Now, I'm not talking about the total. I'm talking about only x. So it's going to be the average per 1 hectare. Now, part C, talking about the total number. I will ask you, here I'm asking you about only x, not 2x. 2x, it's represent the total number of hectare, or the total number of tree. So focus about this idea. Okay? So my correct answer, it's going to be A. Any question? Do we have a problem, guys? Okay. Let's go up here, 18. Again, I'm talking about area of triangle, or not area, sorry. I'm talking about the equation of the line, yes. In this kind of question, focus about 2 important ideas. Look, I have the y-intercept and I have the x-intercept. And let's find the rise over run. I have y equal mx plus b. Now, the slope already I have it here. Oh, sorry, the y-intercept I have it 40. So I have 40 plus x. And rise over run, I will move down 40 units, then I will move right 60 units. Rise over run, don't forget, rise over run here. If you move up, it's going to be positive in y. If you move down, negative y. If you move to the right, it's going to be positive x. And if you move left, it's going to be negative x. Now, I will move down. So it's going to be negative 40 because we are moving down. Over moving to the right, it's going to be 60. If you simplify it, it's going to be negative 2 over 3. So y equal negative 2 over 3. Now, if you take a look for the choices, we don't have the solution. But maybe we solve it correctly, Ustaz. No. They rewrite it in different way. First, there is no fraction. So first I will do multiply everything by what? By 3. Why, Ustaz? To cancel to 3 here. So I will expand 3 here and here. Again, why you multiply by 3? Because I have the denominator equal 3. Okay. Now, 3 times y, it gives us 3y. I'm going to write it here, 3y, equal 3 times negative 2 over 3. It's going to be 2x. And 3 times 40, it's going to be 120. Again, take a look. We don't have 120. I have 480. How are we going to make 120 multiple? Oh, it's equal to 480. Let's multiply by 4 everything. So I will multiply everything by what? By 4. Again, كيف عرفت أستاذ? How you know I have 480 and 480? أكيد the answer, it's not A and it's not, sorry, it's not C. Okay, because when we simplify, you give us something like that. Now expand, it's going to be 12y, and expand this one here and this one here. So I have negative 8x plus 480. Now, if you take a look, x and y, it's all both of them are one side and one side. So I will move this one to other side. I have 8x plus 12y equal 480. So my answer is going to be LP. Says it's take too much time. Do we have something easier, or do we have easier way to solve it? Yes. Keep, let's take this point. It's going to be 60 and 0. And keep plugging the values in the choices that you have it. Plug in the values in the choices, and which one of these give us the same answer? And for example, here, for 8 times 60 plus 12 times 0. Here, 8 times 60, it gives us 480. And this one canceled. 480. Do we have 480 here? Yes, so this is my correct answer. So choose any point, you have it on the graph here. Okay, we have a question. Can we use 60 and 0? Yes, we use 60. Or you can use 0 and 40. 0 and 40. Let's plug in 0 and 40. The other point, 0 and 40. It should give us the same answer. Plug in here. 8 times 0 plus 12 times 40. Now, it's give us 480. Do we have 480? Yes, so the answer is B. So you can choose any point. You have it on the line here. Can we just find the slope each option and compare? Maybe, yes, you can. You can just find the slope and that's it. So we have different way to solve it. By using the slope, by plug-in, by taking the longest way that we do it here at the beginning. So it's up to you. Okay? Good. Let's see another question. Question 19. Before we start about question 19, guys, we have something we call it scale factor. Scale factor, talking about K. If I have K, it's represent length. This is the scale. Okay, the scale or factor between the two figure or two something here. When I have K squared, this represent the area. And KQ, this one is for what? The volume. Okay? Okay? Now, a circle A has a radius of 3n. We have radius R equal 3n. And circle B has a radius 129n. Now, where n is positive constant, the area, focus, I'm talking about the scale factor of the area, and I need to square it. After you find k, you should find k, then square it. Now, let's find this k, or k between the two radius. I have 129n over 3n. Now, n with n, they cancel each other. Okay? I will cancel this with this. 129 divided by 3. 129 divide 3 to give us 43. So, k equal 43. Now, because I'm talking about area, right? So I need to do what? To square, because when I'm talking about area, so let's square it. X squared equal 43 squared. My answer, يعني clear إنه الأنسر راح يكون D لأنه huge number. So k squared equal 1849. Good. Guys, do you have any question? Do we have any question, guys? Okay. Let's see another idea. 20. Data value frequency 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and keep going until you reach this one. The frequency, it's mean how many times repeated. 6 repeated 3 times, 7, and like that, keep going. The frequency table summarize the 57 data values in a data set. What is the maximum? I need the maximum data. Again, focus. Maybe it's so confusing for some student. Maximum data. I'm talking about this column. The other column, it's not the data. Here, it's represent the frequency. So it's not important for us for this question. So focus only about the data. What's the maximum data you have at 14? That's it. Any question? Right. if I ask you what is the maximum frequency, the answer is going to be what? 11. So focus in the question. I'm talking about data or I'm talking about frequency. So my answer is going to be 14. Okay, let's take question 21 if there's no problem here. 21. Here, a circle diameter. Okay, before we start talking about this one, let's take the rule for this one. X, okay, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equal r squared, where h and k represent the center and r square or r represent the radius. Now, a circle in the xy plane has a diameter with the endpoint 24 and 214, an equation of the circle. Now, the diameter inside the circle, suppose this is the circle, okay? And let's talk about the diameter. It's here. The order pair, it's going to be here. It's 2 with 4, and the other one, it's 2 with 14. And the center, let's find the center here. It's going to be 2 with 9. We take the opposite sign. Now, I need from you to give me the radius. The radius, guys, it's easy one. The radius, it's the distance from here to here. How are we going to find the distance? We have two ways to find it. Now, if you focus, I have the same x-axis here and here. No need to use any rule. Just subtract y from this y. So I have 14 minus 9. My answer is going to be what? 5. Or 9 minus 4. Here it's represent 4. 9 minus 4, it برضو give us 5. So you can choose anything. Or you can use the distance between 2 points. But it's going to take too much time. Now, I ask you about where are an equation with this one, where are the positive, what is the value of r? So r equals 5, and that's it. I think we have a question. How did it get 2 and 9? From the question here, focus, type. When I have order pair like that, look, our equation of circle x minus 2 squared plus y plus 3 squared equal 25, for example. It's not this question, it's extra question. How are we going to find the center, radius? If you focus, what do you have here? It's negative 2. So the h, it's going to be the opposite. It's going to be 2. Here, it's positive 3. So direct k equals negative 3. We're going to take the opposite. And don't forget, our center, it's h and k. What's the h here? 2. And the k, it's negative. And this represents r squared equals 25. I'm going to take square root, so r equals to 5. So this is an extra question. I hope you understand. What's your name? I don't know. What's your name? Lino? Do you understand it now? Okay. So, 21, I'm done. Let's take 22. Now, radian. Okay. Guys, here I'm talking about angle in radian. Before we start, let's talk about an important idea. How we convert from radian to degree. Radian to degree. If I have angle in radian, I'm going to do what? The angle theta, it's in radian. I'm going to multiply by 180 over pi. Okay? It's going to be pi. Again, if you need to convert from radian to degree, 180 over pi. If you have degree and I need to convert it to radian, I'm going to multiply theta. I'm going to multiply it by pi over 180. So write this one, or you can take screenshot for this one, and let's solve our question. Okay, here. Now, I have angle, and this angle R is, R equal 2 pi over 3, it's in radian. The measure of angle T is, it's mean equal 5 pi over 12 radian greater than, it's mean plus the measure of angle R. Angle R already I have it, it's 2 pi over 3. And I need it in degree. Now, before we start, let's convert everything from radian to degree. I'm going to multiply this by 180 over pi to give us this one, and I need to convert this one to degree. So 5 pi over 12 equal or times 180 over pi. Now let's do it in calculator. Here, 2 pi to shift pi over 12, multiply it by 180 over pi. My answer is 30. So here, the angle is represent 80, 80, 30. Let's make sure about this one. Oh, I made a mistake and I put it 2 over 13. Wait. It's 2 pi over 12, not 12. It's 3. 120. Oh, it's correct like that. Here, it's not 30. It's not 30. It's going to be 120. Let's convert this, the second one I have it here, using calculator. Here, 5 pi over 12, multiply it by fraction 180, shift pi equals 75. So my angle here, it's 75. Now we convert everything, and we are ready to solve this one. 5 pi over 20, it's going to be 75 plus 120. So my answer is going to be 195. This is my answer. If you have any question, please tell me. Any question? Any question, guys? Good. Let's say question 23. Now, question 23 here. Question 23. A certain town has an area of 400 or 4.336 square miles. What is the area in square yards? Focus about square yards of this town. I have the scale. 1 mile, this is the mile, and this is yard. It gives us 1760. Now, if you focus here, I'm talking about length. 1 mile as a length equal this one. Now, I'm talking about what? Square. I'm talking about area. So I need to square this one, square this one. Why? Because I'm talking about what? Area. Now here, it's 4.36 square miles. So I will put here 4.36, and here it's going to be x. So let's do the cross multiply. Cross multiply, so I have x equal 4.36 times 1760 squared. Let's do it in calculator. I think the answer is going to be a huge number, maybe C or D. Let's take the correct answer. Okay. Okay, 4.36 times 1760 power of 2. My answer, yeah, it's a huge number. It's D. It's D. Question. Can you repeat how we solve this? How we solve this one, Lean? The answer is B. No, it's not B answer. It's D. I'm going to repeat the question again. Yeah. Again. Another question, Mr. Lahham. How you see this calculator as this? You can use it or download it from the website. They give you, or you can buy it from the website. By the Zoom, it is an application. No, it's not an application. Yes, you download it and that's it. Okay. I think there's somebody asking me, no, can you repeat? Yes, Selma. I'm gonna do it. Yes, Selma. A certain town has an area of 4. Focus. I'm talking about what area? 4.36 square miles. What is the area? I'm talking about area in square yards of this town. Now, they give us what the scale. It's 1 mile, give us 1,760. Okay, but this represent distance, length. Okay, but I'm not talking about length here. I need, be careful here, mile and here yard. So because I'm talking about area, I need to square it. So square this one and square this. So meter squared give us 1760 yards squared. Okay. Now 4.3 or 36 square miles. So I'm gonna put 4.36 and give us x. Do the cross multiply, and that's it. You will have the same answer. X equal, when you multiply this by this, 30,555, and keep going. I hope you understand. Any question? Okay. Now, let's see another question here. The application. Oh, sorry. I have a table. For line H, the table shows three values of X and their corresponding value of Y. Line K is the result of the translating line H down 5 units. يعني this table, I'm going to subtract it 5 units down. Okay, and I ask you, what is the x-intercept? Before we do anything, I need from you to find the equation of this line. Then I'm going to translate. And before that, I'm going to write something here. Please write it with me here. F of x plus k, f of x minus k, f of x plus k, and f of x minus k. What's the meaning of each case here? But the first one, when I have a plus outside, it's mean up, move up. Minus outside, it's going to be down. And don't forget these two for the y-axis. Okay, the change, it's going to be at y-axis. Here, focus, when I have a plus, focus plus, it's mean go to the left. And if I have minus, it's mean go to the right. And don't forget, in these two, talking about what? The x-axis. Good? Okay. And here I'm talking about the line, okay? Line, so the equation of the line y equal mx plus b. Now, let's find the equation of the line. Let's find the slope. 160 minus 130 over 23 minus 18. Okay. Now, the slope, it's going to be, let's use calculator. Now, no need here. It's going to be 160 minus 1, it's going to be 30 over 5, I think. Yeah. So 30 over 5, it's give us what? 6. So I have on y equals 6x plus b. How are we going to find b? Let's plug in one of the points that you have it. I'm going to take this one. So 130 equal, I have y equals 6x plus b. Okay, 130 equals 6 times, we choose this point, and the x, it's going to be 18 plus b. Now, 6 times 18, 6 times 18, it gives us 108. So 130 equal 108 plus b. Subtract minus 108 minus 108. So b equals 130 minus 108. It's going to be 22. Now, my equation is going to be y equal 6x plus 22. Now, I'm not done. I need to translate down 5 units. So I will subtract 5 from this one here because I'm moving down. So y equals 6x plus 17. Now I ask you to find the x-intercept. What's the meaning of x-intercept? It's meaning y equal to what? To 0. So I'm going to continue. Maybe they're going to write 0 equals 6x plus 17. So finally, when you solve this one, x equal minus 17 over 6. As an order pair, negative 17 over 6. And y equal to 0. My answer is D. I hope you understand. Any question? Again, guys, do you understand? Do you have any question? Question 24. No question. طيب. Let's see another question. 25 here. I need to delete everything here now. 1 second. Okay. Here, in the xy plane, the graph of equation y equal minus x squared plus 9x minus 100 intersect the line y equals c at exactly 1 point. Okay, before we start, when I see quadratic and I have exactly 1 point, you should talk about the discriminant. What is the discriminant? D equal b squared minus 4ac. Okay, I have three cases. Case number one, if d equals 0, I have one solution. What's the meaning of one solution? It's mean one intersect, or exactly 1 point. Okay, case number two, d greater than 0, it's mean I have two solution. It's mean 2x intercept. Number three, if I have d less than 0, it's mean no real solution. What's the meaning of no real solution? It's gonna be complex number, I with I. So this one already we explain it when we talk about the quadratic function. Okay? Okay, let's take the question here. I need to delete this one. Here. Okay, I have y equals c, so I plug in c here. So I have and c equal minus x squared plus 9x minus 100. I will move, guys, when I have a quadratic, it should be equal to 0. So I will move this c to other side. So I need to prepare this one, minus x squared plus 9x minus 100 minus c equals to what? To 0. Now, already took up, I'll give us a hint in the question here. I have exactly one solution. This, it's a keyword. It's mean d equals to 0. Now, value of a, it's equal -1. Value of b, it's 9. And value of c, it's equal -100 minus c. Good. Now, let's plug in inside the discriminant here. B squared, it's going to be 9 squared minus 4 times a, -1 times c, -100 minus c equal to 0. Why equal to 0? Because exactly 1 point. Now, it's going to be 81 positive 4 -100 minus c equal to 0. Now you can use the shift solve for this one, or you can solve it by expanding and step by step. So I have 81 plus, not plus, it's negative here, minus 400 minus 4c equal to 0. Now 81 minus 400, it's going to be minus 319 minus 4c equal to 0. Move it to other side. So finally, we have minus 4c equal, you move this one to other side here, minus 319, oh, positive, not minus, I'm sorry. Positive, so it's give us divide by -4, divide by -4, and c equal negative 319 over 4. This is my answer. I hope you understand. Okay? Guys, do you have any question, any problem? Question, you can go on your calculator and choose, find its quicker. Yeah, maybe, by plugging the values, and that's it. Yes, you can, by using calculator. Okay? طيب. But no, this way you should know how we solve it without, maybe you can, you have some question, you should do it like that without calculator. So يعني لازم تكون تعرف هاي المethod. Okay, now I think we are done with this part. لا, still we have two parts here. This part, this is so confusing question. I hope you will understand it with me here. Good. Now, I have 2x plus 3y equals 7 for each real number r, which the following points lies on the graph of each equation in the xy plane for given system. Now, how are we gonna do this one? This kind of question, guys, you should do it by plugging the values. Again, by doing what? Plug in the values. كيف يعني? Let's plug in this one here. So I have 2 times x, it's gonna be r over 5 plus 17 plus, let's plug in the y, 3 times negative r over 5 plus 35. And I will expand this one. How? Do it here and here. So I have 2r over 5 plus 14. Expand the 3 here and here. So I have negative 3r over 5. And 3 times 35, it will give us what? And 35, 30, 105. Now, is it possible to give us 7 for the first one? It's impossible. No way. So I will cancel it. Again, this, it will not give us 7. So I will cancel choice A. Let's take choice B. Okay? Let's take choice B. And I think the correct answer is they're going to be the choice B. Okay? Good. Let's take choice B. I will plug in the value here. So I have 2 times negative 3r over 2 plus 7 over 2 plus the y, I have it here, 3, and I have it here, sorry, 3r. And it should give us 7. Let's make sure. I will expand 2 here and here. When you plug in, it's going to be negative 3r plus 7 plus what? 3r. Now, if you focus, 3r, it's going to cancel with this one. So the first equation, it's work with us. Now, do we need to do it in the second one? Yes, it should be working, or it should be work with the both case, or both equation. Now, I will plug in 10 and negative 3r over 2 plus 7 over 2 and plus 15 times r. Now I will do the same idea in the previous question, expand here and here. 10, it's gonna be here, negative 30r over 2 plus 70 over 2 plus 15r. Now here, 30, not 3, negative 30r, it's gonna be negative 15r, and here it's gonna be 35 plus 15r. Now, when we take a look for this one, you can cancel this with this. So finally, I have 30. Okay, good. So it gives us 35. So it's give us برضه 35. My correct answer, it's gonna be what? B. Okay, I hope you understand. If you have any question, just tell me. Do we have any question? Okay. طيب. Let's see the other and the last question we have it. I'm talking about keywords. We have it in this question. The perimeter of equilateral triangle here. The perimeter of equilateral. What's the meaning of equilateral? It means all sides are equal. So the perimeter of the equal triangle, and it means 3s because all the sides are equal 624. If you divide by 3, it's gonna be what? 200 what? I think 624 divided by 3 give us 208. Good. So the one side equal 208. Good. Now, when you draw the triangle, I have 208 and 208 and 208. Now, let's continue here. And I have another idea. This angle equals 60, this angle equals 60, and this angle equals 60. Why, Ustaz? Equilateral. Equilateral, it's a keyword. The height of the triangle is k square root of 3. Focus. K square root of 3. I'm talking about k square root of 3. So I have a triangle like that. We have information for this one. 90 degree. This, it's going to be what? 30. And this one, it's going to be what? 60. Now, if I have here x, this is going to be 2x, and this is going to be k أو x square root of what? Of 2 أو 3, sorry, 3. كيف عرفتها أستاذ? How do you know this one? Let's go back to the beginning of the exam. Here, this is the common triangle, x, 2x, x square root of 3. Or you can do it in calculator. Okay, x, 2x, x square root of 3, the common triangle. Now, let's go back to our question. Here. So we have here, according to the information that you have it, again, guys, احنا أخذنا this part. Again, we are talking about this part. Here. 208, this is going to be half of it, so 104. Now, I have 104 here, so here 208, and here the k, or the x, it's going to be 104 square root of 3. So my answer, our value of k, equal 104, and that's it. Till here, any question? Any question, guys? Okay, like that, we are done with the first part of the exam. I hope you understand everything. Now, the other exam, inshallah, يعني we're gonna solve them على أو you have the answers, inshallah, نحكي عنهم later on if we have another meeting, inshallah. This is the part that you have it. The other part, يعني let's take some question randomly from this one. The part number 2, it's gonna be the same idea. They give us the rule that we needed and focusing like this one. Already we choose or we use it when we solve the last question. Again, I have another part like this case using the same idea. يعني the first one, I have word problem. Mainly they focus about the percentage question, guys. Okay, they focus about the percentage question. Is there's no calculator? No, you can use calculator, all the parts. You can use, they will not give this rules in the exam. لا, they will give you this rule. All with calculator, guys, yes. Not give this rule in the exam, right? That they will not give, لا, they will give you already. This is the cover page of the exam, or the first page you have it. يعني الquestion أو exam like this one. نفسه راح يكون معاكم in the exam. Okay? No calculator part, all with calculator. Yes, all with calculator. Now, again, they focus about home. They give you some instruction and more than one is correct, and positive, negative fraction, decimal, mixed number, and so on. Okay, here word problem. They focus about the word problem. I told you, somebody earns B dollars for every W hours of work. Which expressions represent the amount of money in dollars? And in 39, so clear, I have 39p because I'm talking about in P in one, or in P dollar in W hours, or W hours, yes, I have 39 W, so it's gonna be 39. Here, it's linear system. How are we gonna solve it? If you want to solve it using calculator, yeah, they're gonna repeat the same idea approximately. Okay, 3x divided by 3 divided by 3, so x equals to 4. Take the value and plug it in here. I ask you to value y, negative 3 times 4 plus y equal negative 6. And finally, y equals to positive 6. Okay, or you can use calculator. Okay, good. Let's talk about question 2. For training program, somebody who ride his bike at an average rate of 5.7 minutes per mile. Average rate of 5.7 per mile. Which function model number of minutes, here minutes, it will take to want to ride X miles in this rate. Now, in 1 minute, you're gonna take 5.7. Okay. Now, I have X miles at this rate. Rate, it's gonna be how many mile? X, I think, for a mile, cross multiply, so M equal 5.7X, and that's it. Yeah, and I think kind of repeated the question. You can solve it easily. Here, the equation gives the speed S in mile per hour of a certain car t seconds after it's began and accelerate, what is the speed in miles per hour of the car 5 seconds after the beginning? يعني t already I have it, just plug in this one here. So I have 40 plus 3 times 5. So finally my answer 40 plus 15, it's gonna be 55. Clear? Okay. Another kind of question. We have the right angle triangle here, ABC. Figure not to drawn to scale. In the right triangle shown, A equal 4, B equal 5. A equal 4 here, B equal 5. What's the value of C? I'm going to use the Pythagoras theorem. C squared equal 4 squared. Oh, okay. 5 squared. Now, guys, focus. Take a look for the choices. They will not ask you about, I will not, oh, here, I'm not asking you about the final answer. Okay, they ask you the first step. So the C equals square root. So C equal this answer. Good. Okay. Here, in question 10, or 7, sorry. In the x-intercept of the graph is shown x0. What is the value of x? This represents the axis. I will x-intercept. Focus about this one here. And that's it. This is the x-intercept. I think already we explained it in part number 1. So my answer is going to be 7 with 0. And that's it. Okay. Any question, guys, here? Do you have any problem? Okay. Let's see other question. 6, what is the solution of the given one? Here, yeah, برضو it's talking about the linear function. Linear function, it's going to be 165 minus 5 minus 5. So I have 4x equal 160 divided by 4 divided by 4. X equals what? And 40. Here, before we start, oh, okay, yes, let's talk about question 7 or question 8. The function f is defined by this one. What is the y-intercept? Before we start, guys, y equal mx plus b. Now, b, or before we start here, let's analyze everything. M represent the slope, right? And b represent the y-intercept. Okay. Now, I'm talking about what is the y-intercept of the function. No need to do anything, just plug in this one, 0 with negative 2. Don't forget, when I have x and a y-intercept, it's mean x equal to 0. Okay? So my answer, it's 0 and negative 2, and that's it. Any question about this? Okay. Now, guys, this type, or this question, or the notes that I have it here, I explain it 100% and explain every case we have it. يعني هون احنا بناخذ one of the cases. When you attend the course, inshallah, you're gonna see the details of this one. You know, what's the meaning of this one, how we graph, all the topic or all the trick idea that you needed for this one. I explain it على الcourse, inshallah, if you wanted to take a look for this one. Right. Question 9. The function f is defined by f of x equals 7x squared or cube. In the xy plane, the graph of y equal g of x is the result of shifting the graph f of x down 2 units. What's the meaning of this one? And it's mean f of x minus 2. Okay? Now, what's the value of g of x? G of x equal f of x, I have it. It's 7x squared or cube minus 2. That's it. So my answer is D. If you remember the case or the rules that I gave it to you and I told you to take a screenshot, I hope you take this screenshot. It's gonna help us a lot. طيب. I'm done with question 9. Let's talk about question 10. طيب نعمل هيك شوي يعني حسيت الكل زف شوي معانا. You can help me with question 10. Raise your hand. I can unmute the mic. Let's ask some student here. Basil, Ghazal, Jana, Jude. Anyone can help me with this question. Guys, can you help me? Anyone? No one? Okay. let's continue. Which order pair, x and y, is a solution all with calc? Okay, good. So I have x plus 7 equals 10. You can replace when I have x equal to, x plus 7 equal 10, just plug it in here. So 10 squared, we plug in 10 here, equals y, so y equals 100. Marah raised her hand. E. Okay.
Can you
Yes.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
هلا أنا what I did عشان كل ال answers فيهم ال x 3 I just plugged it in.
Thank you. Thank you. يعني, you take a look for all the choices and you plug in by 3. Or you have x plus 7. X plus 7, I have x plus 7. Just plug it by the answer that you have it and that's it. Thank you so much. طيب. Your name, your مرة صح? Right? Okay. طيب. Let's see question 11. Question 11, I need to expand this one here. ميرا أنا آسف ميرا أنا آسف. Yeah, Mira, thank you so much, Mira. Here, in this question, I will expand negative here and here. So I have 7x cubed plus 7x. When I expand minus times this, it's going to be minus 6x cubed. And minus times minus, it's going to be positive 3x. Now, let's do this one. How? 7x cubed minus 6x cubed, it gives us x cubed. 7x and plus 3x, it's gonna be what? 10x. So my answer is gonna be A. Okay. Good. Any question about 11? No question? Okay. Let's see question 12. The function p is defined by this one, 7n cubed. What is the value of n when pn is equal 56? So we replace the pn by 56. So 7n cubed equal 56 divided by 7 divided by 7. N cube equals to 8 cube root and cube root. N equals to what? To 2. My answer is 2. Okay. So before we continue, I need to make sure you can do the cube root. Do you know how we put cube root in calculator, guys? The cube root. To make sure, guys, here, shift this. You can do any root that you want. Okay. يعني you can take 3, 4, 5, 6 اللي بدك. Now, يعني هون عملنا cube root of 8 بيطلع معنا 2 and that's it. Okay. تمام. Here, I have a parallel line. If you remember the parallel line, because we have parallel, let's explain all the ideas about the parallel line. Straight line angle from here to here. It represents something we called it straight line angle, 110. So the angle here is going to be what? 70. Okay. And we have something called it vertically opposite angle, 70. So direct angle here, it's 70. And here 110. This is going to be 110. Now, there's something we call it an exterior angle. Let's take it as a review. Yani 70 equal to this one. These, we call them exterior angle. And these angle, two angle, we call them exterior. Here 110 and here 110. Okay. And 70 and this one is going to be corresponding angle. So this 170 direct here, it's 70. And I have the Z shape. Do you remember the Z shape? The angle here, it's equal here. Or you can take the Z shape like that. The angle here equal the angle here. Here 70 and this angle, it should be 110. And they should be add up to what? 110, 180. U shape like this. Or you can take it like this. I think you know, you remember this one. We talk about it when we explain geometry, right? Okay. This is the last question that we're going to talk about at 15. This one, it's very important. They ask a lot of questions talking about this idea. We're gonna solve this one and we're gonna finish. I hope you understand and enjoy this one. So directly x equals what? 70, we explain it. No need to talk more about this one. Okay, let's continue with 14. Here, mean, how are we gonna find the mean? Focus, mean and median, there's a difference between them. Mean and median. Median, the order is very important. You should order the data from the smallest to the greatest. Median. Mode, it's gonna be the most repeated value. Range, maximum minus minimum. Mean, add all the data and over it by the number of data. يعني هون I have 6 plus 8 plus 16 plus 4 plus 17 plus 26 plus 8 and 5 is gonna be 15. All this over what? How many data I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 over 10. And you can do it in calculator. I think the answer is gonna be 10. Any problem with this question? Any problem with this question? Let's talk about this one. Before we continue, let's explain and write this note. A equal P 1 plus or minus R% to the power of T. This one, we call it exponential growth or exponential decay, or compound interest. A, it's represent the total amount after T years. P, it's gonna be the initial amount. R, it's gonna be the rate, the percentage that you have it. With T, it's the time year. Okay? Now, using this idea, we explained this idea when we explained the percentage, chapter number 3. You have it, chapter 4, I'm sorry. Chapter number 4. Now, here, I have an equation, ET represent 5, equal 5, 1.8 to the power of T gives an estimated number of employees at the restaurant, or at a restaurant, where T is the number of years since the restaurant opened. Which of the following best interpretation of number 5? According to this one, guys, according to the rule that you have it here, P represent the initial amount, so the 5 represent initial of something, because I'm talking about the employees. So the estimated number of employees when the restaurant is open, this represent initial value. So my answer is A. Now, let's take choice B, the increases. No, it's not represent increase or decrease. I'm talking about the initial. The number of years restaurant has been opened. No, T, it's represent the number of years of the top that I have it here. And the percent increase, no, the percent that you have it, it's inside. Like this case, look here, R represent the inside. Guys, focus about this note. It's very important. Every exam we have question about this idea. They love it a lot. And they keep asking about this idea. Okay? Okay, question 16, because we are talking about calculator, I need the minimum. Look, when I have a quadratic and I ask you about minimum or maximum, they focus about, they ask you about what? The vertex. How are we going to find the vertex? You can use the rule x equal negative b over 2a and plug in the answer here. Or you can use the calculator. Already we explain it right now. Menu, go to simultaneous, out to equations. Number 2, polynomial, degree 2. What's the value of a here? A, it's 1. So I will press 1 here. Equal b, it's b with x. Do we have x here? No, so it's gonna be what? 0 equal to 55. Now x1 and x2, it's represent the solution or x-intercept. I'm not asking you, here we're not talking about the x-intercept, I'm talking about the minimum. We know that the graph is open upward, so I have minimum. Now press another equal. Look, I have minimum. It give us, the calculator give us the minimum. What is the value of minimum of this one? The minimum when x equals 0, the minimum, it's gonna be what? 55. So my answer is gonna be 55. Like that we explain all the ideas يعني بشكل سريع إن شاء الله إنه استفدنا منهم. I hope you understand and I hope you enjoy with this live. يعطيكم العافية وبتمنى انكم تضلوا معنا وتدخلوا معنا على المنصة وتشاركوا وتشوفوا الأوضاع كيف إن شاء الله وتاخذوا الكورس كامل حتى تستفيدوا منه أكثر. لايك ذات. يعطيكم العافية، وآسف على الإطالة، وشكرا جزيلا لكم.
طيب
كل
استاذ عمر، بكره ان شاء الله، بكره او بعد بكره، احنا كمية ستارز في لنا تشانل على على
مهم.
اليوتيوب. اوكي. راح
تمام.
يكون السيشن تاع اليوم اللي هو سيشن الماثماتكس، وسيشن تبع امبارح اللي هو كان تاع الانجليش. البوث سيشنز راح يكونوا موجودين ان شاء الله يا بكره يا بعد بكره، باي ماكسيمم بعد بكره راح يكون موجودين على
إن
الشانل
شاء الله.
تبعتنا على اليوتيوب. اسم
إن
الشانل
شاء الله.
تبعتنا ميتا ستارز بلاتفورم. ميتا ستارز بلاتفورم على اليوتيوب.
تمام تمام. شكرا جزيلا لك أستاذ، ويعطيك ألف عافية. شكرا لكم جميعا،
شكرا
يعطيكم
للطلاب،
العافية.
شكرا
السلام
للطلاب،
عليكم.
يعطيكم العافية.